say it's a matter of time, 1,000 days and the sun won't shine before I come back to you. For your love I will go far, I wanna be wherever you are. I know I'm coming back for you.
Brother, it's good to see you.
My love is a river long, the best ride in a million wrongs. I know I'm coming back to you. And I'm happy, nothing's going to stop me. Happy, nothing's going to stop me. I'm making my way home. I'm making my way.
Chatham grabs the checkered flag, he wins.
Tack victories for Sam Bachman as he takes the win at the Port Royal Speedway.
Wins another one at the Knoxville Raceway. Blake Chapman wins.
A corner down here through the front straightaway. Watson gets the win here tonight.
Chad Greggs, Knoxville Nationals champion. But to the checkered flag, Blake Christopherson, your winner at Lernerville. Here they come off of turn number 4. To the checkers, Templeton takes the win.
Through the back stretch into corners 3 and 4 out here. It's going to be Watson for the win.
The 56 wins. First time winner Randy Streets.
But your winner at Weed Sports is going to be Brandon Templeton in the Salty Dog.
Flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn. It's a new day, it's a new life. And I'm feeling good.
everybody. It's Friday night. Thank you all for tuning in. We are at Oswego up in New York. Never raced there myself, so this will be a treat. As you can see, the cars are out on track, getting some practice in. I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving yesterday. Roxanne Jones checking in for the CSC crew. As always, ma'am, welcome back to the show. Again, the cars are out on the track getting in some practice. We will go qualifying at the top of the hour. So we will pause here momentarily for our national anthem, and we'll come back and get the show underway. Happy Friday. All right, drivers, you got 3 minutes to get in your best two qualifying laps. I'm going to hit advance right here in about 30 seconds. Again, wish you the best of luck. Hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. As you can see, the car's on track, just wrapping up. We are at the top of the hour. We will hit the advance button and hope that it advances, but it is not going to advance. Wrong button. There we go. Jordan LaFawn sending out a message to Grandma Pete. Feeling much better this week. Greatly appreciate everyone who tuned in last week and kind of dug through the evening with my voice going out. We will follow along as the cars come out on track. Let's see who will be first. I hear one. Looks like it'll be Dean Reynolds in the 79. Scotty Ryome is back with us in the 4 car. Joseph Grandy in the 518. Armando Melgusa in the 78 machine. Like to thank Armando for his service to our country in the Air Force. Ditto for the 213 car. Michael Vitale served in the United States Air Force. Different looking ride in the 213. Yellow scheme tonight. That LFM ride. No times have came in yet. We will get them as they come across the line. Looks like Scotty Ryome with a 1922 in the 4 car. Joseph Grandy, 1884, top of the board. Devin Hauer will 1891 P2. Travis Anderson, the CSC driver, in the 45, 1911 for Anderson. Mel Gusa is good enough for 4th quick on his first lap. 1912, Dean Reynolds jumps up to P2. 1887 for the old man in the 79. That'll drop Howard down. Michael Vitale will jump up 1. 1907 for Vitale. Jason Haynes, driver out of Canada, 1909 for the 66. That'll drop Melgusa down to 7th. Travis Anderson, Cale Smith jumps into the top 5. 1891 for Cale Smith. Jake Henry in the top 5. Sam Bachman in the 007, top of the board. 1883 for Sam. That'll drop the rest of the field down 1. Let's take a look at the James Bond 007, Sam Bachman, still out on track. See if he can improve on his last lap. He'll shut it down. 1883 for Bachman. Cale Smith shuts it down P3, 1886. Dean Reynolds. Devin Howard in the top 5 in the 316. Justin Sick, driver out of New York, out on track in the 2 car. Your points leader, Braden Carter, good enough for 7th quick tonight. 1891 on 1897 for Sick, good enough for 6 quick. Jordan LaFawn in the 144 shuts it down. 1911 for the Indiana driver. That'll put him 12th quick. So tonight, looks like the 007, Sam Bachman in the Leadfoot Mafia ride in the 007 will capture the quick time with an 1883. Joseph Grandy 1 click behind, 1884 in P2. Cale Smith, the CSC driver. Heat 1 of the grid. Heat 1 of the grid, please. As we get our stuff together here. As soon as I can find the right camera that I'm looking for. Cale Smith will be on the inside of the front row. Or Sam Bachman, my apologies. Cale Smith to his outside in the 115. Devin Howard in the FTM 316 will be on the inside of row number 2. Occupied on the outside, Braden Carter in the 05. Jason Haynes and Jake Henry are in row number 3. Travis Anderson, Andy Patton in row number 4. And Anthony Vitale Jr. will round out your field of 9 drivers. Our drivers got 8 laps to get it done. Everybody moving on. Start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. So Bachman back at the front of the field. It's good to see our old friend in the 007. It's got Cale Smith, the CSC driver, to his outside. Grandma Pete checking in. Grandma, welcome back to the show. I hope all is well in Indiana. Lights are off on the pace truck. Again, thank you everybody for tuning in. Drop us a message if you're on Facebook. I'm not sure I get them in our YouTube channel or not, but drop us a message. Let us know who you're rooting for. Let us know how your Thanksgiving was. Race truck is off, leaving the field to Sam Bachman in the 007. As you heard, 8 laps to get it done. Sam Bachman looking for the green flag. South Dakota driver to his outside. Like to thank Cale Smith for his service in the 115. In the United States Navy, green flag is out. Ladies and gentlemen, we are underway. Looks like Braden Carter got into that outside wall on the restart. Different cars, different wraps tonight. Cale Smith is going to battle with Sam Bachman. It's Cale Smith in the middle. It'll be the 115 coming off of turn 4. Cale Smith to the point. Sam Bachman will drop back to P2. Von Hauer in the 316 is in P3. Braden Carter, your points leader in the 05, driver out of Virginia. He is up to P4. Jake Henry in the 171 with a strong ride. He's in the top 5. Travis Anderson in the 45. Anthony Vitale Jr. in the 21. Jason Haynes. Andy Patton in the 87. Also an Air Force veteran. F-16 mechanic. Like to thank Andy for his service to our nation. Cale Smith getting it done up front in that CSC ride. Looks like Howard is going to go downstairs in the 316. Give a little pressure to the 007 of Bachman. Can't quite get it done. Lap 5 of 8 underway. Jake Henry in the 171 needs to get up, trying to challenge the 05 of Braden Carter. Kind of everybody stabilized. Cale Smith, Sam Bachman, Howard, Carter, Henry, Travis Anderson in the 45, Anthony Vitale Jr. in the 21 machine. Howard's going to take another peek down low. Can't quite get a run on Bachman out of the corner. The 316 FTM ride coming to the one to go. White flag is waving. Cale Smith, 1 lap to go. Cale Smith, Sam Bachman. Bachman thought about going down low. Can Howard get a run? Oh, Howard into the outside wall. He'll go around. Cale Smith coming off a turn 4. CSC for the win. Sam Bachman, P2. Braden Carter, Jake Henry, Travis Anderson are your top 5. Heat 2 to the grid. As soon as I get my camera set. Joseph Grandy will start on the front row with Dean Reynolds to his outside. Justin Sick, Clay Christopherson in row number 2. Michael Vitale, Jordan LaFawn in row number 3. Melgusa and Scotty Ryome in row number 4. All right, fellas, you know the drill. 8 laps to get it done. Start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start-finish line. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. Dean Reynolds hasn't been with us in a couple weeks on the outside in his red, white, and blue 79 machine. Joseph Grandy on the inside, the pole sitter. He is number 2 in the points. We got a kind of a messy field. They'll square it away. Pace truck should exit this time by. Joseph Grandy looking for the green flag. The 518 will get us underway. As the pace truck makes the left turn towards pit road. Grandy's going to take a slow pace towards the green flag. Dean Reynolds to his outside. Looking for the green flag. Green flag is out, ladies and gentlemen. 8 laps to settle who will sit on the outside of the front row for the 50-lap feature. It'll be Grandy. Going to battle it out with Dean Reynolds. 79's going to cross over. Dean Reynolds dives down low. Justin Sick is down low. Reynolds able to get back in line. Grandy at the front of the field. Justin Sick trying to move up underneath that 51. New paint scheme for the 51. Also, the FTM driver, Clay Christopherson. We're going to go nose to tail. Go on board with Justin Sick. As you can see, Christopherson diving down low. Justin Sick looking for a top 3. Jordan LaFawn right behind the 2 car. Lap 5 of 8. Grandy has led them all in the 518. Currently second in the points. Dean Reynolds right on his rear bumper. Take a look from Dean's seat. That's the 79 trying to find a way around Grandy. You can see Dean Reynolds working the steering wheel inside the 79. Grandy, Reynolds, Christopherson, Sick, LaFawn, Michael Vitale, Melgusa, and Scotty Ryome bringing up the tail end of the field. Roxanne Jones checking in. Grandma Pete checking in. Hope you both had an amazing Thanksgiving day. No, I'm still full. White flag is out. Grandy coming off of turn number 4. Yes, that was 2. This time off of 4. Grandy, Clay Christopherson goes down low. It'll be Grandy, Reynolds, Christopherson, Sick, and Jordan LaFawn, your top 5. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we're going to have a 50-lap feature. Till then, we will take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Biggest thing is getting the word out, awareness of Mission 22, the struggle as it is to fight PTSD and suicide. My name's Corey Decker. I'm the state representative for Mission 22. This year's been great. We got a bunch of great guys that have gotten together and decided to create this rally. The word's getting out, and it's turning into quite an event where we can actually help a lot of veterans. It's a great event, but you really have to go and see it for yourself, and it's really one of those things that's an experience. Just going that weekend, we've seen how it changes people.
When people hear a Till Valhalla project, the first thing they might think of is our shirts. But what most people don't know is that our plaques came first and the t-shirts came second. What some people might not know is that the same shirts that we make day in and day out allowed us to do unbelievable things for unbelievable people. Whether it's donating our proceeds to reduce veteran suicide or gifting handcrafted memorial plaques to the families of fallen heroes, these t-shirts simply stand for honor and freedom. 2 words that wouldn't exist without our heroes. This makes Till Valhalla Project a place where fallen heroes truly live on forever.
Welcome back. Car still out on the track. Cale Smith at the top of the board in the 115. Big shout out to Midwest Forklifts LLC for putting on the 358 Modified Show. 2nd season in a row. They've been a big part of what we do. Greatly appreciated as always. As the checkered flag comes out, we'll get ready to show you the grid. Feature time. It will be Cale Smith on the front row with Joseph Grandy to his outside. Sam Bachman, Dean Reynolds in row 2. Braden Carter will roll off on the inside of row number 3 with Clay Christopherson in the 51 to his outside. Jake Henry in the 171 will have Justin Sick in row number 4. Travis Anderson, Jordan LaFawn will be in row number 5. Anthony Vitale Jr., Michael Vitale, the brother of Vitale, will roll off in row number 6. Andy Patton and Mel Gusa will be in row number 7. Jason Haynes, Scott Ryome in row number 8, and Howard will roll off at the tail end of the field. All right, fellas, welcome to the feature. As you know, you got 50 laps to get it done. Initial start is on green. Restarts are on the leader. Leader, you get to choose inside or outside. Must do so before the one to go is given. Again, 50 laps. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. Gail Smith will have a great view of the front of the field. Best place to start. Roxanne Jones tuning in. Lights are off on the pace truck, so next time by, the pace truck should exit the raceway. Pace truck heads to pit road, leaving the field to Cale Smith. As you heard, the initial start is on green. Cale Smith will wait for the green flag to wave. Joseph Grandy to his outside. Currently second in the points is Grandy. Your points leader, Braden Carter, will roll off on the inside of row number 3. Green flag is out. Ladies and gentlemen, 50 laps around Oswego. Cale Smith trying to get to the high line. He'll make it up there in front of Grandy. Grandy's going to duck it down low. See if he can't get a run on the 115. Can't make it stick, so Grandy will stay in 2. Sam Bachman, P3. Dean Reynolds, P4. Clay Christopherson in the green and white number 5 car. Oh, somebody gets wicked loose. Looks like that was the 007 of Bachman. Justin Sick is in the top 5 in the 2 car. It's got Jordan LaFawn on his rear bumper. Up front, Cale Smith, a lot of pressure. Let's go on board with Grandy as the caution comes out. Michael Vitale involved. See if we can't get a look. That's the yellow coat, Scotty Ryome, right underneath us. Might have been a number of cars involved. Vitale just couldn't turn, went into the corner, and the car went straight. So, Cale Smith still at the front of the field. Looks like Michael Vitale made drop, maybe? Cale Smith, Grandy, Reynolds, Christopherson, Justin Sick are your top 5 on lap 3 of 50. Long way to go. Lights should go off on the pace truck. Pace truck is off. It's like a single file restart. Cale Smith will take us to the green flag. It is Cale Smith, Grandy, Reynolds, Christopherson, Sick, your top 5. Good restart by Cale Smith. Dean Reynolds, Justin Sick thought about throwing it in there, going 3 wide. Clay Christopherson in the middle in the 51. He'll tuck underneath the 79. Jordan LaFawn into the outside fence. As the caution comes out, let's see what happened to Jordan. Jordan LaFawn in the 144, that teal colored car. 45 of Travis Anderson in the blue machine. Oh, serious net code. All done, brother. Jordan and Travis, that was severe net code. If you go back and watch the replay, it's about 3 feet between the two of you when that happened. Now, you know I can't do that. Cale Smith at the front of the field. Grandy, Reynolds, Christopherson, Justin Sick. Who was that? Who's asking? Thank you. Clay Christopherson in the 115 will start the field. Good jump by the CSC driver. Safest place to be tonight, it seems, in Oswego, however the heck you say it, is out front, and Cale Smith is out front. Joseph Grandy, P2, Dean Reynolds. Reynolds running on the high side. We are single file back to Justin Sick, the New York driver, in the 2 machine. Braden Carter, your points leader, is back in 7th. As the caution comes out once again. It's like Devon Hauer and Jason Haynes involved. All right, fellas, we got a long way to go. Let's settle in, get some green flag laps in. Trying to catch up on race chat. My apologies. Yeah, whoever asked about a lap down, we do not have waiver outs. Cale Smith still at the front of the field, taking us a minute to get to lap 6. Cale Smith, Joseph Grandy, got a lot of race admin going on tonight. My apologies. Cale Smith with a good restart over Joseph Grandy on lap 7 of 50. Dean Reynolds in P3, Clay Christopherson, Travis Anderson, the 51 and 45 respectively. Justin Six still battling it out, trying to move up. Got the youngster Braden Carter to his rear bumper in the 05, your current points leader. Andy Patton has moved up 5 in the 87. Jake Henry in the 171 is still with us. Jordan LaFond still in the top 10. Sam Bachman battling back in the 007. Michael Vitale in the 213. Scott Ryome in the 4. Armando Melgusa in the 78. Up front, Cale Smith looking good on the point. Coming up to lap 10 of 50. Dean Reynolds battling it out. Clay Christopherson on the bottom in the 51 FTM right. Trying to get by Travis Anderson in the 45. All those three cars running different lines. Dean Reynolds way up high. Christopherson down in the basement. Travis Anderson split in the middle. Justin Sick currently back in P6. Go on board with Travis Anderson. That's Dean Reynolds and Clay Christopherson in front of the CSC driver. Good run on the bottom side by Christopherson in the 51. Grandy closing the gap on the 115. Grandy down to less than a second behind the 115. Cale Smith was pulling away. South Dakota driver battling it out with New York driver. The home track for Grandy in the 518. He could use a win as Braden Carter is your current points leader. Carter is back in P7. You know the CSC teammates. That's Cale Smith, Braden Carter, and Travis Anderson are on the mic. Trying to find the quick way around. Little distance between your front two as the caution comes back out. Michael Vitale and Jordan LaFond once again. So that'll be the second incident for LaFond. Michael Vitale, I believe that's his first on lap 20 of 50. fellas, keep in mind we do have, if you are the cause of 2 cautions in any one race, you are done for the night in that division. Kind of a honored thing, so kind of leaving it up to you. But if you cause 2 cautions, you're park it for the night. Got the pro late models coming up next, right back here. Not sure about this track. Not sure about this track yet. I don't think I'm a fan so far. Lap 19 of 50. Lights are off on the pace truck. Good show tonight. 17 cars in the field. Pace truck will exit next time by. It will be Cale Smith once again. Started on the pole, has led every lap. And we are back under green. Good restart by Cale Smith. Seems he is a little bit better than the 518 of Grandy, who is currently in P2. Dean Reynolds holding down P3. Travis Anderson moves up to P4 in the 45 CSE machine. Blake Christopherson falls back 1. Justin Sick, slide job coming, no room, contact made. We will see if that payback comes between Justin Sick and Clay Christopherson. Braden Carter now in the 0-5 on the bottom, trying to get by Christopherson, and he will. Move Braden Carter up to P6. Up front, Cale Smith got a solid lead, half second between himself and the 518 of Joseph Grandy. Coming up on halfway to go. Thank you all for tuning in. Know there's a lot of things you can be doing on a Friday night. Greatly appreciate you hanging out with us. This is week 5, I think. Cale Smith at the front of the field has kind of stabilized at a half second over second place Grandy. Last time by, Cale Smith about 3 ticks quicker than the 518. So Cale Smith has found a line that he likes. Dean Reynolds been in third, the final podium position all night. Coming to the halfway point, Travis Anderson in the 45 trying to get by. Justin Sick holding down P5. Braden Carter trying to take it back. Clay Christopherson has settled in the 51. Sam Bachman in the 007 has salvaged a solid night in the 007 in the top 10. Jake Henry in the 171. He's up to P9. Andy Patton hanging out in the top 10. Michael Vitale Jr. in the 213 is the first car outside of the top 10. Jordan LaFawn is in P12. Scotty Ryome in the 4 car. The FTM ride is P13. Mel Gusa in the 78. Howard still in the fight in the 316, as is Haynes and Anthony Vitale Jr. Up front, Cale Smith. Let's take a peek. Increased his lead a little bit. Last time by, dead even between Grandy and Cale Smith in the 115. Both those cars quite a bit faster than third and back. Cale Smith looking for his first victory. The Midwest Forklifts LLC, which his brother owns. Be nice to get a South Dakota win in the series. Travis Anderson still battling it out. Justin Sick in a top 5 currently. It's like the track is starting to get super rough. Cars bouncing all over the place. Braden Carter down low, as is Clay Christopherson. Now Sick will jump out of line. See if he can't get that 2 car to slide by. Nothing doing for Sick that time. He'll give it a go again. Slide job coming. Crossover coming from Anderson. As those two battle it out, they're letting your points leader, Braden Carter, in the 0-5 back in the race. Up front, Grandy starting to cut into that lead. 3.4 seconds on lap 34 of 50. This is where the open setups come into play. Who's set up for the long run? Who's set up for the short run? Top 2 pulling away from Dean Reynolds in the 79. He's in a comfortable podium. Don't look now. Here comes Braden Carter battling it out with Travis Anderson. Anderson running. Thought he would pinch Carter down, but he leaves an opening. Justin Sick is going to go in the top shelf. Cut underneath. Good line by Justin Sick. He will close the deal and get by Travis Anderson. Move Justin Sick up to P4. Does Justin Sick have anything for Dean Reynolds? It's like the 2 car coming to life on lap 37 of 50. Braden Carter's going to dive it down low. Been on the bottom all night in the 0-5. Justin Sick getting a really good run off the corner. Things up front, back to over a half-second gap between your leader, Cale Smith, and Joseph Grandy in P2. Dean Reynolds is about to have company, lap 39 of 50. Justin Sick, Braden Carter coming. Saw Justin Sick. We're on board the bumper of Dean Reynolds in P3. Justin Sick trying to get a run. As the top 2 start to get away. Braden Carter, as your top 5, have separated quite a ways back to Joseph Grandy. Cale Smith, almost a second gap. The 115 getting stronger as we go. On lap 43 of 50, Cale Smith opens up a .90 lead between himself and Joseph Grandy. Dean Reynolds trying to hold on to the final podium in the 79. Justin Sick in that bright yellow 2 car wants P2 or P3. He wants that last step on the podium. Braden Carter thought about a slide job, couldn't quite get it done. 0-5 of Carter wants another podium. Lap 45 of 50. Cale Smith has led flag to where we are now. Navy driver out of South Dakota. He's had some good weeks the past couple weeks. Tonight just may be the night that the 115 dialed it in. You're not missing much for third. Dean Reynolds gets into the outside fence a little bit in the 79. That is your final podium driver. Justin Sick still trying to get up there and battle for that final podium on lap 47 of 50. Braden Carter is back there in the 05. It's like the battle is between the top five. Joseph Grandy has closed it back down slightly. Although Cale Smith was faster last lap. 2 laps to go. Cale Smith, Joseph Grandy. These two are going to battle it out. Can Grandy muster a charge here in the late going? Cale Smith very smooth into 115. As the white flag comes out, Cale Smith one more time around. Joseph Grandy digging on the bottom, trying to find some way to catch up to Cale Smith. One more corner to navigate. Cale Smith coming off a turn 4. It will be Cale Smith, Joseph Grandy, Dean Reynolds. Braden Carter will make the pass for 4th. Top 3 start-finish line. Top 3 start-finish line. Great run at the front of the field. Dean Reynolds, Braden Carter, and Justin Sick battled it out for that final podium. We'll get a word with your top 3 here momentarily. Great show put on by all drivers. Don't forget, coming up next, we got Pro Late Models. All right, fellas, I can make that work. Don't forget to go up for your interviews. We'll get a word with your top 3 here shortly. See who we got in the booth. I see Joe Grandy in the booth waiting on the 79 car of Dean Reynolds. There's Cale Smith. See if Dean Reynolds wants to come up and chat with us or not. There he is. Dean Reynolds in the 79 car. He started on the outside of row number 2, moved up 1 position, put the Super Dirt Car Series 79 in a podium finish. Dean, this is Joe. You got me?
What's going on, Joe? How you doing?
I'm well, man. Hey, welcome back. I know you've been out on the road, enjoyed the pictures and following along. That's a pretty good return, my friend.
Yeah, first I got to apologize to Clay. He's good, but I thought he was going to stay all the way up against the wall, and I did like a slider, and I was like, I'm not going to clear him, so I tried to stop, and he was right there in the middle, and I almost sent him to the beer stand, so sorry about that, and it might have been a little different there with him rolling the bottom, but no, after that, I stayed on the top thinking that bottom was going to slick off. Those guys were going to slow down, and I just never did. I think not enough cars out there, and I tried to follow them, and I don't have patience for the bottom, Joe. You know that. I like to run the top, and I was like, I'm like half a tenth slower down here, and looking at the relative, and I see Braden and Justin are closing in, so I went back up top, and then started feeling the tires go about the last 5 laps, so I was just hanging on there.
Yeah, man, it looked like that battle for the final podium was about the most exciting on the track. We got a rough start, but once we got rolling, man, it was a good race. Both Clay and Braden Carter were able to get that bottom to work for a lot more laps than I thought they would. But anyhow, man, welcome back. Great finish in the 79, man. Were you worried about Justin Sick on your bumper and Braden Carter?
I mean, I wasn't looking in the mirror because that slows you down, but I heard him. I heard Justin behind me, and then I also heard another motor down low. And I was looking at the relative, and the relative said 0.1, so I knew where Justin was, right on my ass. And Braden was like 0.3 almost every lap, 0.3, 0.4. So, and they were saying he was rolling the bottom. The guys in the Discord were saying that he was making that bottom work and he's coming up. But I don't have the patience down there. I go down there, and even though it's probably the lane you should be there, I spin my tires too much. And and I was chipping big time up top, and so I might have had a little bit too much gear. And then I see Justin got into me just a little bit there in the last lap. Like, oh, hang on, Dean. And but you know what? I'll take it against these guys. I mean, Braden Carter's a pro licensed driver, and CSC's got a great group of guys. And Cale Smith just showed how good he is, and Joseph Grandy. And I thought maybe their tires might go away, but they probably had a more conservative line that was more comfortable for them. So their tires are probably better than mine, anyways. And don't make these 55 laps, Joe. Keep them at 50. Actually, keep them at 40 if you like, and then I'll be all happy.
Man, when we run a 50 lap at CSC, my friend, I was spent, man. How do I turn down this force feedback? Oh my God, it was something, man. Yeah, we have a great group of drivers, man, and we don't have near as many. We have about half of what we had last year, but the racing, man, has been. I think it's been better than last year. More respectful.
Yes. What did I say to you, Joe? When we talked in the offseason, I said your car count's going to go down because you're going to have these guys that, I'm not going to have that pot of gold at the end, so I'm not going to support it. And so what? If that's what they want to do, then they don't belong. Who cares? And that's what we said. I expected the car count to go down, but you got clean drivers. All these drivers want to be here. And a little bit of money goes to the cause, no payouts at the end. And we're just going to go out and race. And that's exactly what you got. And I hope you're getting some enjoyment out of it, Joe.
Yeah, man. Yeah, great shows. You going to run the pro late models?
Oh, absolutely. I like Oswego, and I ran a pro late model race here with Coast to Coast 2 weeks ago. I finished second to Grandy, ironically, so I'm getting tired of looking at that 518, but I felt good, so I'm going to give it a whirl and then see what we can do. But congrats to Cale and Joe. They earned it, but proud to have Mission 22 on the car, Joe. So, I run my Mission 22 cars here when I can do the Friday night lights. I figure a good cause, and we're going to showcase their logos.
Yeah, man, I love it. Who else on that car you want to give a shout out to?
Oh, the Full Throttle Motorsports guys. Open setups. Swan Speed Shop. Gunner makes great 358 sets, and then we tweak them a little bit here and there. DJ was in the room with us, and he knows what to tweak a little. And I actually ran a different setup than I normally did, and I think it's better than the driver. It's a little tough on the bumps. Sometimes I was losing control of the car in the bumps, so I got to figure out what to do there on the tweak. But I did enjoy it, and to get me there. But I got to thank Swan Speed Shop. Code C2C, you can get 20% off his sets. So if you want to do that, please do. FTM, Joe, for you, thank you for doing the telecast, and thank you to the guys that sponsored. I know there's a bunch of people that gave a little extra money and helped out with the cause, and want to thank them as well. And let's go pro late model racing. What do you say?
All right, man. Well, I'll see you over there.
Take care, man.
All right. There's Dean Reynolds. Comes home in P3 after taking a couple weeks off. Joseph Grandy in the 518 with a solid night. Joe, you got me?
Hey, what's going on, Joe?
Man, good run. Car looked stable. You and Cale were able to run away from the field, but you kept about a half-second gap between you two. Same line, or running them a little bit different, but keeping the same distance between you?
I actually felt like I was gaining on them, and then I was running lower than them. Then around lap 25, my sound cut out. So after that, it was harder to hit the bottom because I just couldn't get the right feel. So by then, I was just trying to keep pace with him, and I noticed that whoever was behind us wasn't really gaining on us, so just kind of stalled out there, and that was about it.
Yeah, man. Good points night. Braden ended up finishing 4th. So made up a little bit of points in the 518. Another good run, man. It's good to see you. What's the weather in New York, my brother?
We just got a few inches of snow today.
That's awesome. I can't wait. Can't wait to make it back east till we get snow again. So another great run, man. Who do you want to thank once again on the 518 for another podium finish?
Raise the Bar, RMDB. Appreciate the guys over there. Catalytic Recovery, Hinkle Homes, Mad Rabbit, Highline Cinematography, Shaggy TV, and appreciate you, man, for doing what you do.
Yeah, man. So when you asked me this evening, are we racing tonight? How many drop weeks, man? I was expecting the 518 not to show up, man. I felt myself getting a little sad. I don't think you.
I honestly, I wasn't going to because I can't stand Oswego, but I figured, it was a last minute decision. Figured, what the hell?
Yeah, man. Good finish. I don't think a week's gone by that I haven't talked to you on a podium yet.
We'll try to keep it that way.
All right, man. Who do you want to thank on that ride? Or did we already go through that? We already go through that?
Yeah.
Are you going to run the pro late models?
Yeah, I'll be there.
All right, man. We'll see you there.
All right, thanks.
Yep. Cale Smith in the 115 CSC machine. Started on the pole, led all 50 laps, and brings it home P1. Cale, this is Joe. You got me?
I got you, Joe.
Man, that was a good run. The car looked super smooth. You and Grandy just kind of got in this groove, man, and kind of pulled it. The start of the race was a little bit tough, but once we got running, it was anywhere from 0.4 to 0.6 seconds between you two, and it didn't really change much, man. How was the car?
Yeah, it was good. Just that slider line in 1-2 was really good, so that helped me, get the lead on the first lap there. And then I just kept running it and just watching the telemetry because I can see if, my laps are getting better or slower. And, I'd kind of, when I saw I might have a little room, I'd try a different line and nothing was quicker. So, just kept trying to run the bottom. And, I knew Joe had said his sound went out, and I was like, man, I knew something was up because I was sweating. I figured he'd be right on me the whole time. But it was just fun racing with him, man. It was a good race. Once we got past those cautions, just fun to get some laps in.
Yeah, man. You did not. You didn't miss your line once. It was just super smooth, and you hit your line every time. And man, it was a pleasure to watch. Is this your first victory?
It's been in a while. Like I feel like I was just thinking that when you said that. I felt like I used to win all the time, and I mean, it's probably a little part of me not being able to race a whole lot anymore. And then there's all this new talent that's just better. But yeah, it's been a while, so it feels good to get a win. That's for sure.
Yeah, South Dakota driver wins the Midwest Forklifts LLC 358 modifieds. That's got to feel real good, man.
Oh yeah, definitely for Lando. I don't know if he's watching or not tonight with all I know there's family stuff going on, but big shout out to him. My team, Braden had to fight through the field. That's part of the reason I got the win too, and it's great to have Travis in here. I love racing with these guys. So thanks everybody.
Yeah, man. Anyone else on the car you want to thank?
Just want to thank you, Joe. Man, it's fun Friday nights getting out here. This group of guys is so good, and it's so fun to race with them, and it's not easy. And I wouldn't want to do anything else on Friday night, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, love having you. You gonna run the pro late models?
Yeah, I just logged in here, so we'll see if we can get a couple practice laps in.
All right, man. We'll see you there.
All right, thanks, Joe.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there are your Midwest Forklift LLC 358 modifieds. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will have the pro late models right back here at Oswego. We'll be right back.
History repeats itself. History is always happening over and over again. So one of the ways to stop a theme, one of the ways to stop something from reoccurring is to first of all admit it. It didn't take long for us to quickly realize that There was power behind Mission 22, power behind its brand, power behind its message, and power behind its people that represented it.
All right, my friends, day 19 of 22, the 22-day push-up challenge. Day 19 means 418 men and women have possibly committed suicide in the last 19 days. I went and looked up my ship, the USS Rushmore. More people who have killed themselves by now than ever served on our ship at one time in just 19 days.
19, 20, 21. One more. Y'all ready for the last one?
You know, Mission 22 has become a decentralized nationwide effort to show love, to raise money, to be available for other warriors, to be able to be a point of contact, to let the warriors know, but also for warriors to let other warriors know that there is a community. You're not alone. This isn't happening in silence. You're not forgotten. You know, we brought 4 veterans from all different parts of the United States and brought them together to hike through the state of Oregon.
May God bless you on your journey. Thank you for serving our country and for being willing to go on this walk. I'm praying you feel peace and strength with each mile.
You know, on this hike, some folks found God, some folks remained sober, some folks lost a significant amount of weight to be able to participate. And not so much just a healing walk for us as warriors, but for us to contribute to other people's healing. You know, this hike, we raised $12,000 for endobiogeny. Some of the folks on this hike, you know, they're going to be volunteers for this treatment. And I couldn't be more pleased and more proud because it was difficult. We had a lot of struggles. Not everything on this hike went pretty, you know, but we put some skin in the game. At the end of the day, we were able to raise money and we'll be able to use that money so guys can get the treatment that they need. The War at Home Monument is an example of our social impact, of our awareness, of our permanent fixture to do the work that we can't always do, to always remind us of what we've lost and what we will lose if we don't reconcile it. What we've done is taken 20 different veterans with their families' permission and used them as a silhouette to cut out of a 3,000-pound plate of steel. These warriors are placed in a V, and this is to show the size of the problem. This is to show the empty space they leave behind. And it's also to be a constant reminder of what happens when we don't listen to the stories of the warriors that fought in our name. Because it's not okay. It's not okay that everyone didn't know about veteran suicide. It's not okay that these things were a secret or left unsaid, or that it was shameful. It's not okay that it's shameful to suffer alone and suffer in silence, because if you ask for help, that you're no longer a warrior, that you're weak.
Yeah. So I come back and I thought everybody else changed. So I pushed my family away. And it took a long time to really realize it because I didn't want to look internally. You know, I got my Class A CDL and hit the road. I was on the road for about 8 years trucking. And this makes me think about how insignificant all of the major things going on are. I mean, what, 1 million years ago, that blew up. And, you know, over time became this.
Whether it's hiking mountains or building monuments, it takes a community to heal a warrior. Warriors didn't get damaged and didn't become separated from the sunlight of the spirit on their own. It happened in the name of this nation. We can change the way we think about war, how we think about warriors, how we think about ourselves, and what we think we're going to do in the American community. We can do it now. We can do it here. And there's going to be another generation of warriors coming. We can set the tone to create a culture that grabs them up and loves them and smothers them in resources and opportunity right now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Pro late models out on track. Excuse me. We'll go ahead and get them off the track. All right, fellas, heading to qualifying. Got 3 laps or 3 minutes. Get 2 laps in. Wish you all the best of luck. Braden Carter, Joseph Grandy, Scott Ryome, Clay Christopherson, Jason Haynes are your top 5 in practice. We'll follow along as the checkered flag has fallen. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in on our YouTube and Facebook pages. Greatly appreciated. leave us a message. You can chat throughout the show. Let us know who you're rooting for out there. 66 car Canada driver Jason Haynes will be the first car to come out of the pits, followed by Scotty Ryome in the 4, Joseph Grandy in the 518. Andy Patton is back with us in the 87. Gary Offit in the 94. Was not with us in the 358s. Dean Reynolds is back with us. Travis Anderson is back with us wherever he went. There he is. 45 CSC machine. Anthony Vitale Jr. in the 21. Waiting for times to come in. Jason Haynes will be the first time. Joseph Grandy, top of the board. 1789 for Grandy on his first lap. Anthony Vitale Jr. P2. Now Dean Reynolds P2. 1803 for Dino. Gary Offit in the 94. 1799. Joseph Grandy 1760 at the front of the field. See how Offit does. 1799. Only 2 cars that broke the 17-second barrier. Travis Anderson, Dean Reynolds. Jason Haynes is in. Travis Anderson jumps up. 1791 for the CSC driver. Chase Hardy, CSC driver in the 099. He'll jump up to P4. Armando Melgusa up to P9 with a 1839. Greg Parmalee in the 04 jumps up into the top 5, 1801. Chase Hardy will move into the top 3 with a 1797 for Hardy. Jason Haynes still out on Cale Smith, the CSC driver. 1811 on his first lap. See if he can improve. Still got a few cars that haven't come out and taken their laps yet. Justin Sick in the 2 car. Cale Smith jumps up to P3. Sick will jump up to P4 with a 1797. Jordan LaFawn times in P11 with an 1824 for Jordan LaFawn. Your points leader, Braden Carter in the pink. Never seen that wrap before. Justin Sick will 1781, so he'll improve and stay in P2. Looking for Braden Carter. Didn't know where Braden Carter went. Looks like we have 3 cars that may be having some computer issues. Jordan LaFawn shuts it down 11th quick, 1828. That'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. We got 2 heat races, and then we got a 30-lap feature. These are fixed setup pro late models. Heat 1 to the grid. Heat 1 to the grid, please. It'll be Joseph Grandy. I need to hotkey. Joseph Grandy, Travis Anderson on the front row. Chase Hardy in the 099. We'll have Greg Parmalee to his outside in row number 2. Jason Haynes and Jordan LaFawn will roll off on P3. Armando Melgusa in the 78. There's Braden Carter in the 05. We'll be in row number 4. Clay Christopherson will roll out the top rear end of the field. All right, drivers, you got 8 laps to get it done. Everybody moving on. The start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Again, everybody moving on. Race hard, race clean, put on a great show. Good luck. Joseph Grandy finishes P2 in the 358s, puts the 518 with your quick time. Rolling off on the pole of heat number 1. Travis Anderson to his outside. Anderson in the CSC 45 has been pretty quick all night. See if he can figure it out here in the fixed setup pro late models. Chase Hardy and Greg Parmalee rolling off of row number 2. Neither one of those drivers was in the 358 race, so welcome to the show, gentlemen. Joseph Grandy looking for the green flag. The pace truck has exited. 8 laps. Everybody moving on to the feature. Got a couple of veterans, or maybe one. Melgosa in the 78, Air Force veteran. As always, like to thank him for his service. Joseph Grandy on the front of the field. He's going to go to the bottom, slide up to the outside. A lot of contact between Chase Hardy and Travis Anderson. Those two are teammates. Parmalee into the outside fence in the 0-4. Got some shuffling at the front of the field. Grandy loves this action behind him. Now you're going to have CSC drivers battling it out. That's Travis Anderson, Chase Hardy, Braden Carter. Carter in the pink ride is going to throw the CSC 05 down low. They'll get by Chase Hardy. Hardy trying to recover in the 099. CSC cars running 2, 3, and 4. Grandy up front, showing the way around currently. Here comes your points leader. Braden Carter currently a half-second gap between himself and Grandy on lap 4 of 8. Carter trying to make up that space. He has won every pro model late race this season so far. This is week 5. It looks like he is going to be able to pull up to the rear bumper of Joseph Grandy into the inside wall. Front of that car all dented up. That'll give the lead to Braden Carter. You can see the left front of Grandy got into the fence. That won't be good on aerodynamics. Braden Carter to the point. Joseph Grandy, Travis Anderson, Chase Hardy, Jason Haynes in the top 5. Clay Christopherson in the FTM 51. Hardy is now going to battle it out with Jason Haynes. Hardy able to hold him off. 2 to go. Braden Carter. Grandy trying to wheel that damaged car. White flag is out. 1 to go. Does Grandy have anything for the youngster? They're going to pull side by side on the back stretch. Carter able to hold the bottom. It'll be Carter, Grandy, Anderson, Hardy, your top 4. Jason Haynes comes home P5. Good heat race. Heat 2 to the grid. Let's see who we got on the front row. It will be Justin Sick in the 2 car. He'll have Cale Smith to his outside. Gary Offit and Dean Reynolds are in row number 2. Anthony Vitale Jr., Scott Ryome in row number 3. And D. Patton and Devin Howard in row number 4. All right, fellas, 8 laps to get it done. Everybody moving on. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start-finish line. Race hard. Race clean. Good luck. Two car. Justin Sick on the front row. Looking forward to this battle with Cale Smith to his outside. CSC having quite the night so far, as they always do. Tammy Anderson cheering on the CSC gang. Must be Travis's. I'll just take a shot in the dark. California education kicking in. Tammy Anderson is probably Travis Anderson's wife, sister. Welcome, Tammy. It'll be Justin Sick in the 2-car, driver out of New York, looking for the green flag. Pace truck is off, leaving the field to New York driver Justin Sick. Big shout out to the 87 car of Andy Patton for his service, aircraft mechanic. Green flag is out, ladies and gentlemen. We are underway. Justin Sick is going to go to the bottom. Will he slide up? Yes, sir. 2-car to the point. Cale Smith in P2. Dean Reynolds in the 79 FTM right. Gary Offit in the 94 falls back into the grasp of Anthony Vitale Jr. in the 21. Andy Patton back there battling it out with the 316 of Howard. Let's go on board with Cale Smith as he's trying to battle it out for that top position. He's looking underneath Justin Sick. Both those drivers had a real good run in the 358 modifieds earlier this evening. Cale Smith with a little cut down line. He's not going to let the 2-car come down low. Little cut down by the 115. Good run by Cale Smith. Justin Sick able to hold off the 115. He's going to throw it down in. Does he have enough room to clear? No, sir. Good run off of the corner by both those drivers. Justin Sick is going to get on the high side, battling back on lap 6 of 8. Great show at the front of the field. Oh, Cale Smith gets into the wall. And the front of that car is damaged, so he's got a matching car to Joe Grandy. Can Justin Sick get back by the 115? Dean Reynolds in the battle. Anthony Vitale Jr. up to P4. Offit still in the fight. Power in the 316. Andy Patton. Can Cale Smith, this is the last lap, can he hold off Justin Sick with the damaged race car coming off a 4? And he will do it. Cale Smith, Justin Sick, Dean Reynolds, Anthony Vitale Jr. Great heat race, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break. We come back, we will have your 30-lap feature. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Cars out on track. Braden Carter, top of the board. The 05 CSC driver has won all 4 races so far this season. Does anybody have anything for the 05 tonight? Joseph Grandy in the 518 is second quick. Chase Hardy, Scott Ryome, Cale Smith. That is your top 5. Lap feature coming up. And that will do it for warm-ups, ladies and gentlemen. Getting ready to go. Oh, Grandy into the wall hard. Getting ready to go 30 laps. All right, fellas, let's go feature racing. Get a look at your drivers on the grid. It'll be Braden Carter on the front row with his teammate Cale Smith to his outside. Joe Grandy will start on the inside of row 2 with Justin Sick to his outside. Travis Anderson, Dean Reynolds make up row number 3. Chase Hardy, Anthony Vitale Jr. in row 4. Jason Haynes, Gary Offit in row 5. Clay Christopherson and Devon Hauer in row number 6. Armando Melgusa and Andy Patton in row number 7. Greg Parmalee, Scott Ryome in row number 8. Jordan LaFawn has not taken the grid yet, so we'll wait to see if he does. All right, drivers, welcome to the feature. As you guys know, the initial start is on green. Restarts are on leader. Leader, you get to pick inside or outside. Must do so over race comms before the one to go is given. That's it. Race hard, race clean. Put on a great show. Pretty good audience out there tonight. Wish you the best of luck. CSC will occupy the front row. Saw Justin Sick and Joe Grandy do battle in the 358 modifieds. Pace truck will exit next time by. Leaving the field to the CSC, Braden Carter, Cale Smith. Braden Carter looking for the green flag coming off of turn 4. Youngster out of Virginia. Green flag is out. We are underway. 30 laps at Oswego. Why the hell I can't say that, but Braden Carter gets up to the outside in front of his teammate, Cale Smith. Joseph Grandy in the 518. He's going to go down low, try to get underneath Cale Smith. Justin Sick is on the high side. Travis Anderson in the 45 is going to dive down low. A little bit of contact throughout the field. Braden Carter getting away from the field. Grandy and Cale Smith battling it out for P2. Justin Sick kind of picking his lane behind the 2. Running kind of a slider line. He's able to get to the outside and keep the momentum, whereas Grandy cannot with the 115 as the caution comes out. Jordan LaFawn involved. Let's take a peek. 144 car. Jordan LaFawn, driver out of Indiana. Been with us for a long time. Looks like he gets in the corner. Okay. Boy, just hit something there in the fence. Around he went all by himself. So that'll bring the field back to the rear bumper of Braden Carter, your current points leader. Might have to put out a bounty if anybody can beat the 05 in fixed setup pro late models. If you're a race driver or an iRacing, you're out there and you want to join us, make sure you just send us a message on Facebook or YouTube. Don't see YouTube messages too often. Or you can send me an email at joe@gy6rn.com and we will get you in the league, or join our Discord page. More the merrier. Yeah, as Braden Carter just announced, he will take the bottom on the restart. Braden Carter will have Joseph Grandy to his outside on the restart. Devon Hauer moved up 3. Scotty Ryome in the 4 car moved up 3 in the first 4 laps. And we are back underway. Good restart by Braden Carter. Cale Smith is going to dive down underneath Joseph Grandy once again and try to get that position back. They'll go side by side, Grandy and Cale Smith for P2. Cale Smith running the bottom, making it work. Justin Sick running the bottom. Cale Smith with the slide job. Grandy's going to cross over. Look down for a second. Next thing I knew, Andy Patton involved in an incident. I'd like to thank, as always, Andy Patton and Mel Gusa, who started in row 7, Air Force veterans. Lap 7 of 30, 6 of 30. My apologies. Grandy and Cale Smith putting on a great show for P2. Justin Sick wants another podium this week in the 2 car. Don't know if Courtney Ann is out watching tonight. Roxanne Jones is still with us. We heard from Randy Carter, Tammy Anderson. Greatly appreciate everybody for tuning in. Travis Anderson currently in P5 in the 45. Get an update on FTM. Let's go through the field. Dean Reynolds, P6. Clay Christopherson, P7. Now, of course, my board is going to swap over. Power is in P8. Scott Ryome is 16th. Braden Carter will take us to the green flag. As you can see, we are single file for the rest of the night. Once we get 3 cautions, all restarts are single file. Braden Carter on the bottom. Teammate Cale Smith in the 115 on the high side. Justin Sick, last car on the outside, looking in at a podium. Justin Sick trying to get on the podium for the second week in a row. Travis Anderson in the 45, and we are 3 wide behind him. Anthony Vitale Jr. into the outside fence in front of Dean Reynolds. They will be able to drive through it. Lap 9 of 30. Braden Carter getting it done. Cale Smith, P2. Joseph Grandy in the 518. Justin Sick in the 2 car. Travis Anderson in the top 5. Don't look now. Here comes the FTM 51. He's trying to move into the top 5. Clay Christopherson running the bottom. CSC driver Chase Hardy. He's on the inside of the 79 of Dean Reynolds. Reynolds kind of slides up to the extreme high side, looking on top of the cupboards up there. Hauer and Vitale Jr., the 21 car, a little bit of damage. Greg Parmalee, Haynes, Jordan LaFond in the 144, back in the fight. Up 4 positions from his start. Up to P14 up front. 0-5 breaking away from the field. Joseph Grandy able to take over P2 on lap 13 of 30. Cale Smith, the final podium driver. Justin Sick wants a podium in the 2 car. Let's go on board with Justin. See what it looks like from that 2 car as he tries to get by Cale Smith. Trying a little lower line than the 2 cars in front of him. Travis Anderson having a solid ride in P5 in the CSC 45 machine. Clay Christopherson. Front car starting to get a little bit spread out. Chase Hardy in P7. Power in P8. Don't know if Dean Reynolds had some damage. Oh, the back of that car is beat up. Lost his rear spoiler in the 79. He'll fall back to P14. Mel Gusa in the 78. Jason Haynes in the 66. Can Joseph Grandy reel in the 0-5 without a caution? That is a tall task. Front 3 spread way out, evenly spaced. Justin Sick losing touch with the 115. As the caution comes out, Dean Reynolds' car finally gave up. He'll be able to go in and get a quick repair. Now the front matches the back. '79 car in rough shape. Get a quick repair and get back in the fight. Plenty of laps left. Well, not plenty. Lap 20 of 30. Braden Carter going for 5 in a row. Can FTM driver Dean Reynolds make up some spots? He'll start at the tail end of the field. Justin Sick, the first car on the outside, looking at a podium finish. will bring him back to Cale Smith's rear bumper, as will Travis Anderson. Put the 45 at the rear of the 2 car. Lights should go out on the pace truck this time by. Pace truck will exit, leaving the field 2. Braden Carter, Virginia driver, in the 05. We will go green on lap 20 of 30. We are back underway. Can Grandy now keep pace? All that distance has been erased. He looks like he's staying with the 05. Cale Smith and Justin Sick. Sick's gonna dive down low. Travis Anderson's gonna keep his car up high. Grandy trying not to hit the wall down low, tore up the front of the 518 in his heat race. You couldn't get any closer. Matter of fact, let's go on board. Oh, and he did it again. There's the front of the 518 as the caution comes out. That's a broadcaster's curse. We had the camera on Grandy. So, will this mix up the field on lap 23 of 30? That opened the door for Cale Smith, Justin Sick, Travis Anderson back there. That wall is wicked. Second time Grandy has hit that. As you heard in his podium interview, not a fan of Oswego. We'll go back green on lap 23 of 30. Cale Smith was able to stay up with Braden Carter in the heat race. I think it was Braden Carter, maybe. With a damaged car. We'll see how this plays out in the closing laps of week 5. Pace truck is off. Here we go. Keep an eye on that 518 of Grandy. Will that open the door for Cale Smith? Lap 23 of 30. Justin Sick not wasting any time. Sick into the inside wall. He'll get a little bit sideways. Push him to the outside. Gets into Anderson. Car is okay. Grandy still on the rear bumper of the 05 on lap 24 of 50. Cale Smith now with Chase Hardy, 3 CSC drivers in your top 5. Clay Christopherson in the 51. Justin Sick stabilizes in P6. 518's got to be losing a lot of speed on the straightaway, missing the front valence on that ride. Like Justin Sick involved. Let's take a look. Justin Sick and the 316 of Hauer. Justin Sick on the high side. Hauer coming off the bottom. Oy. That's tough. Lap 26 of 30. Braden Carter still at the front of the field. Just a reminder, we are a protest league. If you think somebody did you wrong during the race, go to Discord. There's a protest form to fill out, and we will review all incidents. Please use that. So, Joseph Grandy able to drive the damaged 518 alongside Braden Carter on lap 26 of 30. Braden Carter, Grandy, Smith, and Chase Hardy are your top 4. Clay Christopherson's in the top 5 in the FTM 51. Pace truck is off, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Lap 26 of 30. Braden Carter will take the green flag. Green flag is out. We are underway. Lap 27 of 30. Hardy sends his ride to the extreme outside. Clay Christopherson's going to get by. Coming to 2 to go. Braden Carter, Grandy, Smith, your top 3. Clay Christopherson in the 51. Does he have enough time? Hardy's going to send the 099 down low. No room to get underneath Christopherson. He'll try it again. Up front, Grandy able to hold off the 115 of Cale Smith, coming to the white flag. Coming off a turn 4, Braden Carter. 1 to go. Joseph Grandy, Cale Smith, your top 3. Can Clay Christopherson get up there and battle? 2 more corners to navigate for his 5th win in a row. Braden Carter coming off a turn 4 in the 5. It'll be Carter at the line, followed by Grandy and Cale Smith. Top 3 start finish line. Top 3 start finish line, please. Decent race. Couple of cautions, but we got it in. We'll get a word with your podium drivers as soon as they get up. I guess I gotta see it. All right, fellas, don't forget to go up for your interviews. Now we can get it set up. Looking for Cale Smith, and he is already in the booth in the 518. Falls back 1. Cale, this is Joe. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Joe.
Man, we had the camera on Grandy's left front when he hit that inside wall and tore up the front end. I thought that might be your ticket to get by. How was the 115?
Yeah, it's good. I don't know what happened, but I hit the wall too, and I had some wheel damage. But it felt like I don't know if it's this track or what, but you know, like even Joe's damage there, you're still quick. So yeah, it felt good. I felt like the track was just really coming in, where it was going to get more racy. I was kind of running a little bit of a slider and trying the top side, but yeah, it was a good race, man. I was just happy to be up front again and be on the podium.
Yeah, man. Are you politicking for 50 lap pro late model?
Yeah, we were just talking about that actually. I'd love to do that. You know, just when the track it's just you know when you're in the car and you're seeing the lines, you know, when you get to those last 20 laps, the track really sets in and it gets really technical. It's a lot harder, you know, to find the lines and feel it. So yeah, I enjoy the longer races.
Yeah, we may throw that out there in Discord for a vote. I don't think I'm opposed. I have to think about that. But man, another
Yeah.
good show for the 115 and CSC. Who do you want to thank on that ride for another podium finish? Good night for the 115.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. You as always for doing this. This is awesome. All the guys that are racing here tonight. Braden, the team, Chase was here. You know, he's obviously running through the field, and he was right behind me for a second. I thought he was going to get by me. But in Travis, you know, the whole team, Landon, Midwest Forklifts for sponsoring everything. That's great. Thanks.
Yeah, man. At one time, I think we had 4 CSC cars in the top 5. I'm not sure what happened to Travis. He fell back there late, so I have to go back and watch it. But yeah, man, great run. I hope you have an amazing weekend, and I hope you and the fam had a very happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you too, Joe. I really appreciate it.
All right, man. Joseph Grandy once again in the 518. He moves up one from his start. Joe, you got me?
Yeah, how you doing, Joe?
Man, you're gonna have to watch the broadcast. I had the camera on your left front when you hit that wall the second time. So you got to go check that out. Good run, man. I wasn't sure you were going to be able to do it, but the car seemed to still have speed with that front bodywork missing. How was it?
I felt fine. Actually, felt like I could turn a little better, to be honest with you. I noticed the same piece went missing during my heat race, and it felt a little better. But kind of gave it away the first heat race. I didn't realize Brandon was catching up to me, and just kind of got too lax there. So starting on the pole would have been nice, but he's going to be hard to beat when he starts on the pole. So I'm happy with a second.
Yeah, man. Another solid points night. A great night that you thought you were going to sit out, but who knows? Maybe you'll use those 3 drop weeks some other time, and this will end up helping you out in the overall points. Another great run, Joe. Who do you want to thank on the 518?
All the guys at RMDB, Raise the Bar, Catalytic Recovery, Shaggy TV, Highlight Cinematography, Hickle Homes, Mad Rabbit. My girlfriend Olivia, she's at work right now, so I got some free time. And appreciate you, man, for doing what you do.
Yep, we'll see you next week.
Thanks.
All right, man. Braden Carter, 5 for 5 in the 0-5. Start on the pole, led all 50 laps. Braden, is Joe. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Joe. What's going on?
Man, as I was just saying, 5 for 5, I think. Is this week 5 already? I think it is.
I believe so.
5 for 5 in the 0-5. We may have to put out a bounty on the 0-5 if someone can beat the 0-5 car. I don't know. We'll have to kick that around. Man, you're so smooth, kid. And it's almost effortless. The 0-5 ran super strong. I thought you were gonna run away from Grandy with all that damage on the front end. But he hung in there. But great run by the 0-5. How is the track, man? I've never raced here, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's one of my top 5 tracks like I like on the game. I really love plugging the bottom there. You know, I wish the mod race was a little lower throughout the race. It really didn't get us down there as this race did, but I can really put the car anywhere here. But I really love the bottom. I feel like you can hit it pretty well. It's a thin line down there, and I feel like I had it down. I when it came out originally, I think I don't know, I ran a lot of laps here. It was fun. It was a week 13 week, I think, but I got the track down. I pretty much every time I run here in anything, I feel like I'm pretty strong. I have a lot of confidence going into Oswego in anything really.
Yeah, you ever make the journey up there in real life?
No, no, no. I really haven't been to many tracks, believe it or not. Only been up to Maryland, Pennsylvania, Ohio for Eldora, and then I guess St. Louis for the Dome, and then tracks around here.
Awesome. That wall was brutal, man. All Grandy did was it didn't look like he hit it hard, but Justin Sick had the same thing. I don't know what it is about the inside wall here. Man, it'll do some damage. And you, my friend, were inches. You were scraping the wall every lap. Perfect. So good on you in the 0-5. Another strong points night. Another victory. Who do you want to thank on that ride for a drive to victory lane?
Yeah, thanks, Joe. There's a glitch down there that'll rip your whole front end off. I'm glad I didn't catch that. That's a gnarly one. Not the left front one, but the whole front end. That's a gnarly one. But yeah, I gotta thank you for putting the steel on, GY6RN. The broadcast here, Dirt Track Bank, Midwest Forklifts for sponsoring the 358 mods. My guys at CSC, Kale, good win to him tonight. She was moving that 358 mod, and he was right behind me in the late model. So good to see him running well. Always happy to see my guys do well, even if I suck sometimes. Travis, Chase, they were out here tonight. My dad, Michael Carter, Kyle Hardy. I just saw him in the chat. Jonathan Higdon, Randy Carter Payne, my granddad, he's upstairs watching Eternal Racing, Colby Yule, KK's Diecast, Kevin Lynn Keeling. Wins races on for the wrap, Casey Wynn. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Anybody that's watching, I guess, a fan,
Yeah, man. So any significance to the pink wrap that you got tonight?
I like the color pink. I've always liked it. That's pretty much it. I just, I need something bright, and I like to, pop out sometimes. I'm sure it's very easy to see if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does, man. I'm just curious. I don't think I've seen it, but good looking ride. All right, man.
Yes,
I hope you and
just got this one done. Oh, my bad.
Looks good. Yeah, man. I hope you and the fam had a great Thanksgiving. I hope you have a good rest of the weekend. Are you going for 6 for 6 next week?
That's always the goal. Every race I load up in, I'm trying to win. So that's the goal. We'll see, though. I got a strong, good group of guys out here. So, I mean, anything can happen. You just, got to hit your mark, stay consistent. That's for anybody, really.
Yeah, man. All right, man. Great run.
Thank you.
Yeah. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There is week 5 all wrapped up. Braden Carter goes 5 for 5. We will be back next week at the same time. I don't remember what track we're at yet. I need to look at that. But thank you all for tuning in. As always, greatly appreciated. And until next time, we'll see you.
My name's Nick Powers, and I'm the president and lead instructor of Warfighter Scuba. I'm a veteran of the United States Marine Corps from the years 2003 to 2007, with one combat deployment to Haditha, Iraq in 2006. Throughout my time overseas, I experienced a lot of situations that you wouldn't necessarily find yourself in the United States. IEDs, getting shot at, rocket attacks, mortar attacks, you name it, it happened. When I got out of the Marine Corps in 2007, I tried to adjust back to civilian life, and the whole time you're in, you just can't wait to get out. And when you get out, you start to realize, did you make the right decision? 9 times out of 10, most of the guys that get out, they immediately plummet into a depression cycle because you don't have that structure anymore that the military provides you. And this hit me super hard. We moved to one of the #1 top dive destinations in the entire world, and I figured I'd start getting back into scuba diving. And after our first couple dives, I realized how peaceful it was underwater and how none of my problems followed me. You're just there in the present moment. I had the idea for Warfighter Scuba, and I kind of hinted at it, and they said, "You go for it." And that's basically how Warfighter Scuba was born. So Warfighter Scuba is a nonprofit. We're a 501c3 nonprofit with the IRS. We bring combat wounded veterans down to the Caribbean to teach them scuba diving to treat their wounds. Whether their wounds are physical or mental, such as PTSD, scuba diving is a extremely therapeutic activity for mental stressors and for physical ailments. Mentally, as soon as you go underwater, your body just reacts. It's not normal. You're not meant to breathe underwater. It automatically puts you into the present moment. You have nothing but peace and calm. This ability to separate yourself from reality really allows veterans to find out what their trigger mechanism might be for their particular mental stressors. So every veteran who comes through our programs gets a 100% funded trip. Each veteran also receives a round-trip ticket from their home of record. That ticket will bring them straight into Roatan, and their entire week stay, their hotel, their meals, their snacks, everything's paid for. So that veteran can get an entire week away from reality and completely separate from any kind of problems they might be facing at home. So each veteran receives very private and intimate training sessions when they come down to Roatan. We first start in the pool. We do some confined water skills. We'll then switch out to the open water dives. From that point on, it's not even training anymore. It's just fun. It's learning on a level that I don't think most people have experienced before. We do all the certifications for them that we can in a week at their pace, from open water to full face mask to nitrox. Every trip that we have, whether it's one veteran or 4 veterans at a time, we just have a blast. There's no bad karma. We've seen sharks, we've seen turtles. We've seen 4 eagle rays at once. Just the things that happen when we're in the water together are truly, they're just unbelievable. The dedication that these vets have now to scuba diving and to wanting to come back and to help other veterans experience what they've experienced. It hits me in the heart more than most things have ever hit me in my heart. It's truly an honor to take these heroes into the water. It's really cool to see the transformation that happens to them, from being, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. I've gone snorkeling a few times, or I'm not that good of a swimmer. And the funny thing about scuba is none of that matters. You're completely weightless in the water. You could come down and have zero experience in the water and be one of the better scuba divers out there. So as with all nonprofits, we rely solely on generous donors such as yourselves. None of these programs could exist without people who are willing to give some of their hard-earned money up to save veterans who might be struggling with everyday life and have that unfortunate thought of suicide. 100% of every dollar that's donated goes directly to the veterans. I personally, myself, I do not take any kind of money. All my time is donated. There's no salary to anybody who's on the board or any staff positions in Warfighter. Donations can be made on our website at www.warfighterscuba.org. And remember, every donation is 100% tax deductible.